Welcome everyone to another fabulous stream of mine. This is going to be a video about everything APB and anything there is that you want to know. Due to other recent searches that I've been going through on YouTube, I found nothing that has any type of guide or walkthrough on it alone, so I figured I'd do one myself. Let's get started. So, let's first talk about money. Where it has that little cash symbol on the top right part of my screen is the amount of money I have. Now, money on here is used to buy weapons, buy cars, basically just about anything. You go to any type of contact that you have unlocked. You can do clothing, equipment modifications, vehicles, weapons. You're only limited to what you don't have unlocked. And the way you unlock more things is you gotta come and pledge to your contacts, like this one right here, and you gotta max them out. Each level you go up in them, they'll give you a brand new item that's unlocked, whether it be a gun, a vehicle, a modification, etc., etc. Now, money is a very small part in what it plays as a role in this game. The next part we want to talk about is, you see where on the top left of my screen it has that little knife with the bar and the stars? That's my notoriety. Now, there's two different factions on this game that you play as. You either play as a criminal or you play as a cop. I play as a criminal, so it's called notoriety, but if you play as a cop, it's called prestige. Now, if you see where it says that knife and it goes all the way up to the 5 stars, that means that you're at notoriety 5 or prestige 5 and you'll become completely noticeable to everyone in that district. Like you see where it says at prestige 5 and at notoriety 5, that means it'll show the player that's on this map that has it. And it basically puts a bounty on your head, which means it puts money on you that anyone can grab, except for the people that are on your own faction. And anyone can get it. Anyone can kill you for that bounty. Another good thing about your notoriety or prestige is there's that multiplier that's in red up there, where it says the 0.9. The 0.9 for the multiplier, it's really helpful because when you're doing your missions and you're getting money, the higher the multiplier, the more money you make from however many times you kill a player or however many times you do ram raiding. We'll get to that a little later. And it also, at sometimes, it'll multiply the contact standing that you get for when you're leveling your contacts. Contact standing is the amount that you get towards leveling up your contact. Now, what else can I get to? That fake money bag next to that multiplier, that's your fake money. That's whatever money that you've stolen, picked up, or looted from items that you have raided from stores. And you can make that into real money if you drop it off to a money laundry. Now, when you're first starting, the best idea is to ram raid, because it's good to have a good amount of money when you first start playing. But remember, as a tip, when you ram raid the opposite faction, which is the cops, they can easily see you ram raid and they'll catch you, and it'll start a dispatch or mission where they could take all your stash and deliver it to their drop, and the money could be theirs. So be careful not to get witnessed by them. Next thing, let's talk modifications. Now, one of the modifications I have is actually appeared in the top right with that blowtorch looking symbol. It's a blowtorch mod, meaning its main purpose is to repair vehicles, like I'm doing right now. Now, in order to be able to use the blowtorch modification, you need to either get your character to rank 195 to have it permanent, or you can go to this place called the Joker Store in the Social District, and you could lease it for a week, you know, 7 days in total. Another thing that's amazing about the blowtorch, which I like about it the most, is when you go kill someone with it. Like, come on, you gotta think of how hilarious that is. Just to go right up behind someone and be like, look at me here. I'm gonna kill this guy with blowtorch. I mean, come on, that's really hilarious. But, moving on, the yellow thing in the top right of my screen as well is, extra items that you put onto your character that can help you. The one I have on right now is called a mobile shield, and it basically covers you from gunfire. Not so much grenades, because they have a blast radius, obviously. But just like other things, this can take on so much damage before it depletes. Look. See? It's already about to go, so you gotta be careful. Now the number underneath it is how many I have. I have a total of 259 because I don't use them too often. Let's go in our inventory now, and I'll show you what I got. So let's go into my modifications. I've already talked about blowtorch. Flak jacket is another rank 195 modification. Again, you can only either get it from getting your character rank 195, or you can also lease it with, from the Joker Store and Social, just like you do with blowtorch. Flak jacket is a modification that reduces all explosive damage by 40%, whether it be a car exploding, a rocket launcher blast at you, a grenade, whatever. The downside of it is it reduces your grenade count by 1. Now, I have it on because I don't like using any other green modification, really, besides Fragile when I want a bum rush. Next one I'm going to talk about is Val Prism tablets. Yes, again, it's another rank 185 mod, but it's really great purely because it reduces the odds of you getting killed from cops running you over, or getting run over from anyone, really. But not the only exception, not if they're at like full speed with some fast car like a Growl or the car I got, which is a Rapier. If it's at full speed, you're not surviving that. Now here's the yellow thing I was talking to you about. It's all your items. That's just one of the ones I was talking about. There's epinephrine injector. There's the large resupply boxes. They basically refill your ammo, and you can just drop them on the ground and always come back to them to resupply yourself. Med spray is extremely good because it instantly heals you and all your players within 5-meter radius. And it has a reuse of 45 seconds. A lot of people use med spray. Just when you get it, don't go crazy using it, because just like these other items, you only have a limited amount. Satchel charge, not one of the most useful items, but you could still use it. Satchel charge, you just place it down and it explodes within 15 seconds of itself. So you place it down in a certain spot. It's like having a C4, but it does it by itself. Boombox is another kind of useless item, but it's also pretty funny. Boombox, you place it down, it's supposed to distract your enemies, but people actually use it just to listen to music wherever they go. And you can carry it with you wherever. Last one, epinephrine injector. You use this to get an instant boost of speed to your character, but the downside of it is it reduces your the height of your jump and your health by 50%, which is a lot. Its injector is most greatly used for when you want to get to your objectives and missions quicker. Say if you have accidentally spawned a decent amount away from your objective. What I mostly use is resupply box and mobile cover because my med spray I've been trying to get a whole bunch of, and along with the others. I don't ever use satchel charge and boombox, that's why I have so many of them. And injector I use when I'm in Fight Club, and we'll get to that a little later as well. Now let's go over to another contact, and we're gonna get on to the next topic here. And I appreciate you watching, Arctic. I don't like the idea of sub for sub because I feel that's a cheap method in getting subs, but I appreciate your offer. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Moving on. So let's talk weapons. So the first thing is when you start up, they'll give you a basic Star 556. Now, some people think it's not the greatest starting weapon, but it actually is. If you're on target, you'll do great, because its health damage is pretty up there. Even if you have this basic one. And then, they'll also give you a basic secondary, which is the Obeya FBW. Think of it as a standard issue pistol that cops get in real life. It's, you know, semi-auto, doesn't have that much damage. But I only usually swap to my secondary when I'm out of ammo in my clip and I don't have enough time to reload. And you just want to get that final shot in. Now, you unlock better versions of weapons simply by, again, leveling your contacts. Like you see how I have the Kasatka N-Tech? I unlocked that through a contact. Because there are these other versions of weapons already have their preset mods into them. And they also have better versions of that gun. So it can go all the way up to level 4 is the best. So this one has extended mags 3, mobility sling, and hunting sight 2. Extended mags, obviously, it increases the amount of ammo in your clip. Mobility sling is a special mod that you can only obtain by getting again to rank 185, or also get it from the Joker distribution store and social. Mobility sling basically helps you for when you're in marksmanship, which is when you aim down your sight. That's what they call it on here, marksmanship mode. Now, you see how I'm moving like this, side to side? Mobility sling helps you move quicker side to side than you would normally, as a modification. That's why that's so great. Now, hunting sight... No, I don't, Sarvin. Hunting sight is another weapon modification that increases your zoom level in marksmanship. So it's like having a sniper, kinda, but not really. Weapon modifications. Yeah, I didn't realize until now, but I didn't finish up with modifications. We're going back to modifications. Sorry, guys. So, Bandolier is another modification that increases the amount of ammo capacity you have for that gun you're using. Now, you can only store these weapon mods into weapons that have open mod slots. And you get those simply by getting kills with the weapon that you want mod slots for in that category. So say if it's an assault rifle, you gotta get your rifleman skill leveled up, and you get better versions of the gun. Cooling jacket, basically, it's real simple. It increases the rate of fire of the gun. And it's also a very popular gun on this game. I mean, not gun, modification, as far as weapons. The higher in rank you go for your levels and your guns, like pointman, which is for your shotguns and SMGs, the better weapons with mod slots you get, and the better versions of these modifications that you get. Like, if you want Cooling Jacket 3, you gotta get your pointman to level 14, which means you have to get all the way up there. And by the time you hit level 13, you have to get 2,000 kills to get to level 14. So, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Already talked about extended mags. Heavy barrel reduces the accuracy loss when you're continually shooting, but a downside is it reduces your weapon damage. All these different mods have 3 different versions of them: 1, 2, and 3. Hunting sight, we already got on that. Magazine pull, real simple. It you reload faster. Already talked about mobility sling. Muzzle brake, another 195 mod. It reduces the recoil when you're aiming off of a corner. Like, I'll show you. Like, you see how you aim out of a corner and you aim horizontally like that? That's what that's for. Come on. Applications. Reflex sight is the opposite of hunting sight. It decreases the zoom in marksmanship mode, so it makes it easier for you to spray and pray while aiming down. Preferred for people who are face-to-face combat kind of thing. Improved rifling is another very popular weapon mod. It increases the effective range of whatever gun you're using. So say if it's a shotgun, because we all know shotguns are meant for close range purely, that improved rifling would be perfect for a shotgun. Tagger, another 195 mod. You hit any target, a marker is placed above their head for a few seconds so to let your other enemies know where they are. 3-point sling basically reduces the equip time for when you equip a different weapon. And then the last one is the last 185 mod is high magnification scope. Think of using Hunting Sight 3, which increases your zoom by a good amount of degrees, but this one does it even farther. This one modification is purely best used for snipers, that of course has an open mod slot. It's the best way to get a good bead on your target. Now, you see where it has that lock on the side of it, of these mods? That's because I still have yet to earn them. because the way you earn weapon mods, you have to get, like I said, you have to get your levels up with using that gun. So if I want, let's say, I want a better hunting sight, you gotta get a better hunting sight by getting your rifleman up. If I want a cooling jacket, I gotta get my pointman up, which is using SMGs and shotguns. If I want better 3-point sling, I have to use snipers a lot. Same thing with heavy barrel, because that comes from it too. So the magazine pull also comes from riflemen using assault rifles. Reflex sight is also from pointmen. Improved rifling is only from marksman rifles. Those are rifles that are either semi-auto or 3-round burst. Now, we covered weapon mods, let's go into vehicle mods 1-up. Now, same thing with these mods. As long as you have an open mod slot into your own personal vehicle, you can put these in. Armored engine, basically it delays the time before fire damage, basically when your vehicle is set on fire. Not one of the most useful mods, but it's still good. Another brick is a 195 mod. You activate it and your vehicle accelerates constantly for a duration of 10 seconds and has reuse of 10 seconds. Perfect for when you want to ram into other vehicles to explode them and kill your enemies that are inside them. Chassis strengthening reduces the damage from other vehicle collisions or anything that you collide with, period, really. And another thing, you see where it says that big letter R with a number? That's the required rank that your character needs to be in order to use these modifications. If, like, say, you want chassis strengthening too, if you're not rank 40, they won't let you use it until you hit rank 40. Explosives increases the blast radius of when your car explodes, real simple. Extra cargo capacity increases the amount of cargo that you can store into your vehicle, whether it be your stolen goods or objectives that you gotta put in the back of your vehicle. Fast fix chassis basically reduces the time it takes to repair your vehicle. Fireproofing is one of the better ones. Fireproofing, basically, once your vehicle is set on fire, your vehicle doesn't explode not short after of it setting on fire, like it takes a little time. That's what's good about that. Mobile spawn point, that's one of the very first vehicle modifications you get because you actually earn it from a tutorial. Yes, this game has its own tutorials, but they're not very descriptive on how you get things. Each tutorial you can complete, it'll give you a certain reward, and we'll get into that after the mods. Mobile spawn, basically, you put it onto your vehicle, and as long as no enemies are near your vehicle, you can spawn inside your vehicle and carry on. Mobile spawn unit, put it on, it resupplies any ammo that you need. Nitro booster, it's basically you activate it, quick boost of speed, I mean, real simple. Mobile radar tower, another 195 mod, it shows all enemies within 20 meters of your vehicle, but it also shows your vehicle to them, so saying and notifying them that they're on your radar. It's good because it notifies you where they are, at least next to your vehicle. There's a good combo you can do with it too, but we'll get that some other time. Ramming plate is another vehicle mod that increases the ramming damage, you know, when you have a collision with another vehicle. But the downside is it reduces how effective your brakes are, and you take on more collision damage. It's great when you want to explode people again with ramming into them into their own vehicle. Steel plating in my opinion, is one of the best modifications for vehicles because it reduces the amount of damage you take towards your vehicle from weapons. The small downside is it reduces your max speed. And then there's these other two I still have to unlock yet. Muffler, it hides your vehicle while you're coasting. So basically, you know how you accelerate and then you let off the gas and your vehicle's still riding along. While you're riding along, it hides you from your enemy. But it greatly decreases your braking. If you're like me, you barely notice it. High burn fuel, last one. Again, another 195 mod. You take no damage from when your vehicle explodes with this. None at all. Now, it's a good thing for you, but not for your enemies, because they also don't take any damage from it as well. But hey, if you want to hide behind your vehicle for cover and you have this on, then at least you don't have to worry about taking damage from it when it explodes. Alright, now into character modifications. Hard landing, 195, right off the bat. It basically, like, when you're falling from a high ledge, your character will take on a good amount of damage, which is always bad. And it also makes your character slow down a little bit. Like, I'll give you an example. Hold on. I'm gonna come up here. Find me a good high ledge. We're gonna go right up that ladder and then up the next one. Now, I jumped down from here at this height, and watch what I mean. You see how my character had a few seconds to recover? That recovery right there doesn't happen when you have hard landing on. You immediately just jump down and keep walking. But the downside of hard landing is you take more damage when you're using it. I don't really use it too often. I don't think it's a very good modification, but with every player, it all depends on your playstyle, however you want it. Back into modifications. Field supplier, wide radius, another 195 mod. It's a better version of your field supplier that you get from the tutorial as a reward. It has basically a better radius of resupplying your teammates, and it has a duration of 20 seconds. Along with using this field supplier modification, it also allows you to change out any of your equipment, your modifications on your character, any weapons, secondaries, grenades, etc. But make sure you put it on before you run out of that 20 seconds, otherwise you gotta wait 2 minutes to reuse it again. Already talked about blowtorch. Clotting agent, it's real simple, helps with your health regeneration, but it also, as a downside, it increases the regeneration time. Like, so it's supposed to decrease the delay before health regeneration starts, but also takes longer for you to regenerate health. Regular field supplier, simple. Happy landings helps you with fall damage. You know, falling from high heights, I mean. Kevlar implants is helpful, but is also extremely frowned upon. On this game, anytime you would use Kevlar implants, you're gonna have a lot of people crap on you over it, because it basically increases your health, but the downside is it decreases your sprint and run speed. Some people I've come across, they call them fatties. I mean, think about it. But hey. Especially Kev 3. Kev 3 is extremely popular among this game. Almost everyone has Kev 3 because they work to get their character past rank 40 and boom, they slap it on there. Another 195 mod, Radar Jammer. It jams the enemy's radar for 15 seconds and they can't see anything you're doing on the little mini-map radar on the bottom right of my screen. Spotter, you can place a mark on your enemies as long as you aim up on them for a good 8 seconds. Its duration of 10 seconds and its reuse is 3/4 of a minute. Foul Prism, another 195, talked about that. Remote Detonator, it basically, you use it when you have your vehicle deployed and it destroys your vehicle, it explodes it, and it has a duration of 2 seconds. Now, another note about Remote Detonator, the farther away you are from your vehicle, the longer it takes for it to explode. The closer you are, the less time it takes, obviously. Car Surfer, it helps for when you want to ride on top of people's vehicles. You don't get automatically kicked off from when they're driving around on top of it. Although, another note about Car Surfer, if you're one of your teammates, or however you're doing it, hits a curb, like a good decent curb, or if they collide into another vehicle, or wall, I mean, anything solid, or a curb, they hit it good enough, it knocks you off of the vehicle, and you gotta get back on. Flak Jacket, already told you about. Fragile, I had told you guys about it. I had used it to bum rush purely because it helps increase your sprint and run speed by 14%, but it also greatly decreases your health. So basically, if someone were to throw a grenade at me that was held for a few seconds, I would take on a crap ton of damage from that, and then they would only need to hit me with 1 or 2 bullets and I'm dead. But as long as you use it correctly, it's fine. The pure thing about Fragile, you have to rush them. There's no other way that the Fragile mod is good for anything, unless you want to get to your objectives quicker. But that's it. We got modifications covered, finally. Next thing, let's go into tutorials. When you first start the game, they'll ask you, very first thing, that you're gonna create a character, whether it be male or female, and then you create a name for it at the finalization, and you choose which server you want to play on, whether it be Europe or US based, and in this case for me it's the US. Now there's basic and advanced tutorials, and basic of course is really easy to do. Each one that you complete of the 5 that's in that category, they'll give you a reward for it. Like movements and actions, they'll give you the field supply I was talking to you about. Mail and inventory, they give you frag grenades for. Combat, they give you a 10-day weapon selector, so you get to choose any weapon for free and they'll let you keep it for like a week. Vehicles, they give you a free basic vehicle. It's one of the startup vehicles, not the greatest, but it still helps you get around. Missions, they give you that mobile spawn point I'll talk to you about. So complete the social one, it gives you an extra outfit slot so that you can wear up to 3 outfits instead of the normal 2. Advanced, you complete all of them and it gives you 100 Joker tickets. We'll get that in a moment. And if you complete all the basic tutorials, it gives you a permanent weapon choice, so you get a permanent weapon of your choosing. Now, if you complete every last tutorial, it gives you a title called Streetwise. Now, titles are totally different on this game. They're just for looks, really. And you could also put... There's a thing called clans on here. It's basically like other games. You gather a group of people together just so that you can help each other out with whatever it is. And you're allowed, as a title, you can put on your clan tag. Advanced, they give you 100 Joker tickets, you complete them all. 25 if you complete criminal faction activities, another 25, another 25, another 25, another 25. A lot of these are simple. Some of the advanced ones are a little tricky, but you'll get the hang of it. And then there's consumables. I'll just leave that up, for you guys to quick read that. Now the consumables are that yellow thing I was talking to you guys about, your items. You press L1 to use it, and then to place it down like it says, you press R2, just making believe that you would shoot. The basic tutorials are very vital, because if you don't get those done, you won't get access to, like, you need your frag grenades. If you don't get your grenades, you won't have access to the other more powerful grenades by getting kills with them. Field Supplier, you definitely want to get that because it's your starting character modification, and you always want to be able to resupply ammo. Now, if you're still are up for it, I would suggest trying to do all the basic so that you can get your permanent weapon choice, so you can get a permanent weapon of whatever. Now, done for with tutorials. Let's go on to the next thing. Let's talk little things about my character. Yes, my character's a girl, but that's purely out of what I prefer to be. So, you see where it has that R with the number? That's my character rank. I am really high level. I first started playing at the start of June of this year, and I've come a long way ever since then. And the knowledge I have of this game is purely based off of the time I took into playing it, and not anything else. Because if you look on the internet, there's no real way of finding out anything about this game, because this game originally originated from PC, and it was only released onto consoles on March 29th of this year. But when it was first released, it was so buggy with lag and teleport lag and getting disconnected a lot. No one was playing it, and the developers kept on coming out with updates for it to make it better. Now, a couple updates ago, I think it was like around mid or late July, they came out with this one last update that made it a lot better. I still get disconnected at least once a day, but it's not like what it used to be. Moving on. Here's where this little thing here, the thing that says Diva, that's my title. These are all the titles you can get, and the ones that are not highlighted are the ones that you need to unlock. Like Black Hat, you have to hack a lot of different things many times to level it up, and then if you max it out, you get the Black Hat title. Same thing with Arsonist. Blood Brother was gonna be a title I already had, but for some reason it's glitched, so only people that play this game on PC can get it at the moment. I'm sure in the future they could possibly fix it to where I have it, because Blood Brother unlocks after you max out a contact called Michael Simeon. He's the kingpin of the Blood Roses, and it takes a lot of work to get to him. Now, for like Elite Demo Man, you gotta... All these titles, they're unlocked a certain way. Some of them are actually bought in the Joker distribution store too. All these ones at the bottom, though, I unlocked simply by going up in ranks and maxing out my contacts. My latest one is the one at the top called Tong. And then Little Killers is my clan tag. Streetwise, it's from something else, and yada yada. Where it says my name, underneath that where it has that capital J, is what stands for my Joker tickets. Joker tickets, we're gonna get into the top of that now. Joker tickets are used as a currency purely in the Joker distribution store and social to buy whatever it is that you want, as long as you have the right amount of Joker tickets to get it. Now, Joker tickets are earned either by doing daily activities from contacts that you pledge to, and you earn those tickets in a certain way, of course, from them. Another way you earn them, and it's actually the best way, you go to Fight Club. Fight Club is not just the best way to make Joker tickets, but it's also one of the best ways to make money. Because when you're in Fight Club, you're doing a mission constantly. It's very consistent. Once you're done with the mission that you're on, they usually put you in a capture if you're playing in towers. Like Abingdon Towers is pure. All you gotta do, you gotta get your money up with each mission you do, and usually the mission that they give you is either a capture mission, meaning you gotta capture a package, hold on to it for a long period of time, or they'll rarely give a team deathmatch. And I don't need to explain to you guys about that because I'm sure you already know. Now, there's first, second, and third places for both Fight Club districts. For third place in Abington, you gotta get up to $37.25 in money. Second place, you gotta get up to $62.50. Third place gives you 100 tickets. Second place gives you 250 Joker tickets, and first place gives 300. Now, first place is different from second and third because all week you have to work to stay qualified for first place, because the minimum qualification to be qualified changes every day up until Sunday night into Monday morning at 4 a.m. is when when it changes and they give you your Joker tickets for first place. So make sure you keep your standing for first place all throughout the week. Bayland Shipping Yards is different. It's all based on kills, and again, it's just like towers. Third place 100 tickets, second place 250, and so on. But with shipping yards, you gotta third place. You gotta get 50 players killed. Second place is 100, and first place, it's the same thing. You gotta keep going with it. I've never seen the qualification for first place in shipping storage go any higher than 209 kills. It's not hard to get kills in Bayland, but it is at the same time because it's a very open map. So it means for long range crossfire kind of thing. Towers is a very close quarter combat kind of thing. It's very tight. It's the preferred weapons in there are assault rifles and SMGs. Shipping storage, you have a choice between explosive weapons like an RPG or grenade launcher. If you feel daring, you can use a sniper rifle, marksman rifles, but mostly people use assault rifles in there. That covers for Joker tickets. Oh, and one last way to get Joker tickets, but I don't recommend it. You can go into the Armada's Marketplace, where this is a place where you can get so many cool and good things for your character on the game. You go into where it says Joker, and you go into the PGMBs, which are the Power Joker boxes. You purchase the one for Magic's Power Box, and this one gives you a lot of good rewards. But you see, like right here, it'll give you 100, 200, or very rarely it'll give you 500. I'm just saying as an alternate thing, if you have the G1C for it, which is the currency to buy things off the marketplace, go for it. Buy yourself one. Um, that covers for Joker tickets now. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I use the bathroom real quick. Alright? Alright. I'm back, guys. I just got kicked for inactivity because even though I'm moving around, if you don't actually physically do some kind of action, they'll kick you for it. I don't know if it's because they want to make room for other people that are actually doing something on the server or not. This game is completely free to download. It doesn't require anything, but it's like other free-to-play games. It's free but pay to play because it has its own membership system. But even without a membership, this game is still fun in certain ways. It's just, it makes it a lot easier on you if you have a membership, that's all. When you first start the game, they give you a 1 month of membership for free. After that, it's all up to you to get more or not. We're gonna go into Breakwater now, which is the social district, and I'm gonna show you some more stuff from there. Now, the difference between Breakwater and the other districts is, no matter how much you're inactive in Breakwater, they will never kick you. Unless you either suspend the application for some odd reason, or you close out the game. Other than that, you're in here up until you decide to do something else. Sorry about that, guys. I just went to back out the party I was in. So, before we go any further, let's get on the topic of how contacts work. So go into character info, is where you can see how many kills you have, your total time played, your district session chats, what graffiti you have on, what weapons and grenades you have on, your modifications, yada yada. Onto your progression, however, that's where all your contact progression is. So, say you see how, like, I have Chiro, Harmon, Chavez, Bonita, Grayson. A lot of the ones further down the list, you have to unlock them by getting referred to them from other contacts you max first.
You lucky my game glitching out.
Like, Bonita Benjamin doesn't unlock until you max out Chavez. Grayson doesn't unlock until you max out Harmon Benjamin and Waterfront. Waterfront is a different district that is purely an open district. You know, long range kind of battles. Arlen is unlocked through Bonita and Grayson. After you max them out, he's the kingpin of the G-Kings. And he unlocks through these two, which are also in financial. Gumball is a specialist. He's not just a contact, he's a contact specialist, and that's because he's unlocked in a specific way. So he's unlocked through getting Tiptoe, which is a Blood Rose contact in financial, and you max her out and you get him. But to get Tiptoe, you have to max out both the kingpin of the Blood Roses, which is Michael Simeon, which is this guy in Waterfront. He unlocks through Tyron Sinet and Jiyoung Blood Rose, also in Waterfront. Tyron unlocks through Seong Blood Rose. Lilith unlocks Jiyoung.
I got you. I got.
And you unlock Birth and Tiptoe through both the kingpins of both gangs. Now, under roles, let's get into that. These first four listed are meant for guns that you use. A specific one. Demolitions, this is one that within each rank you go up, you get better versions of the explosive weapons. And when it's max, you get certain titles. Grenader,
well, these niggas on my ass, bro. Come on, meet
you get better grenades and better titles. Gunslinger, better secondaries. Machine gunner, better versions of LMGs and also better modifications.
Shut the fuck up.
Marksman rifle, you get better modifications and better versions of marksman rifles. Pointman is all about SMGs and shotguns. Rifleman is all about assault rifles. Snipers, real simple. Munitions, just keep resupplying people. You get various titles for that. Along with some of these, when they're maxed, they'll give you a certain special skin to them, like chrome or gold. Arsonist is one of the equipment things. The more times you set things on fire or burn things in your missions, the higher in rank you go with those. It'll give you better equipment mods of the version of it. Same thing with bomber, burglar, mugger, savior. Savior is when you go up to one of your teammates and you rescue them from being handcuffed by a cop. Graffiti artist, you basically are spraying stuff. Black hat, you're hacking, boosting, you're just stealing cars and stuff. Trophies, it's real simple. If you just want to see how you get these trophies, you can either look at them right here, or you can go into your trophy list from your main menu and just see what trophies you got. Your medals are what you get on your missions. Like, you see where it has this, the skull with crossbones. That's earned by however many, how big your kill streak is. My kill streak hasn't gone any higher than 10. The one with the little Reaper looking thing, that's earned for however many kills in total you get from your mission. The 3 bullets is a medal that you get for however many kills you get rapidly. It's called Blitzkrieg. It's basically like getting a double or triple kill on Call of Duty. The one that has the little half moon, that's champion. It's very rarely earned. It's basically like being an MVP at the end of the mission. The more medals you get when you complete your missions, the better context ending and money you get. So basically, that covers that. Let's go in the Joker store. Gonna cover stuff that's in here. First thing off the bat, you see this crown in front of me? This is a style item that you can put on your character. It's the most expensive item in all of the Joker store, purely because of how many Joker tickets you need to get before you buy it. I'll show you. So we go into where it says buy on the buy tab. It's right here, Crown Imperial. So you need a total of 30,000 tickets to get this piece of clothing. And I did the math. If you really want to say how much of a grind this shit is, it takes at least 5 to 6 months before you can even get 30,000 in total, because you only make a maximum of 1,300 Joker tickets per week, and that's as long as you get your first, second, and third places for both Fight Club districts every week, and you don't stop. They also have car kits, like for the Cisco, the Espacio van, yada yada. They have special Joker outfits. They're customed from the Joker store. They have certain character titles you can buy here. And then at the very bottom they have weapon skins to make your weapon look more cool or whatever. These two, however, are really expensive. The high tech it's supposed to be futuristic, but it really is only just a black and white skin for your weapon. Future tech, think of it looking like a test dummy. That's all I can say about that. And that covers for her. Now on to Wild. Wild has all your character vehicle and weapon modifications that you wouldn't be able to get until you're 195, and you can lease them for 7 days. These are really easy to get because they only cost $250. They're here like car landing, boat torch, car surfer, yada yada. Go under consumables. They have a really cheap thing for Joker tickets, resupply box medium. It's not all that helpful, but if you, this one's mostly obtained just because of the one tutorial that they give you that says to buy something from the Joker store. Let's see. Vehicles. A lot of vehicles in here are extremely expensive. Mostly because they have a lot of open mod slots, and you get to keep them permanently. That's what makes them so expensive, because you get to keep them forever. Then they also have other vehicles in here that are more expensive, and they already have their own preset mods into them. Like this Coil Wolf has Nitro 3, High Burn Fuel, Mod Ball Supply Unit, and Armored Engine 3. One of the most fan-favorited vehicles in here is the Firebomb, purely because it really is a firebomb. All you gotta do is activate brick, ram into someone's vehicle, and it's an instant explosion almost every time. Your vehicle takes on a lot of damage from it, but if you're like me, all you gotta do is use the blowtorch. And they got the Charge 6 to go, some pickup truck. Weapons, they have so many different weapons in here. Just like the other items, you can only lease them for a week. This ATAC here, ATAC is one of the most overpowered weapons in the game. I personally don't like it, but a lot of people use it. It's also the most frowned upon weapon in the game, because no matter if you're doing good or bad with it, people are gonna talk shit for it. The Cobra is another assault rifle, decent. Joker, another decent one. The Artemis, the ISSR, never used it, so I wouldn't know. Scope Dentech is okay. They have some really good weapons in here. If there's any weapon you want to get in here, it would have to be either the Osmol, which is a 3-slot rocket launcher. It also comes in a gold weapon skin. It's really pricey for the Joker tickets, but it's worth it. Or you can get the sword, the VAS sword. That's another good assault rifle. Scope Dentech's good. LMGs, one of the best LMGs in my opinion on the game has to be this NSSW. I actually have one, but not from the Joker store. I got it from the Almaz Marketplace, and I was allowed to use it for like 30 days. Act 44 Golden Marksman, I also have this one. It's basically, think of it as a Desert Eagle pistol in real life, because it has basically the same damage. But the difference being, this one, it has a preset hunting sight 3, so it's great for range, and that's good because of its damage. And then they got the flare gun. Flare gun, it doesn't really do anything but let your enemies know, let your teammates know where they are. You should fire it off in the sky, and there you go. The Frog is another good pistol. Oscar is a good, decent marksman rifle. Same with the Stack 10. The Temptress is an okay gun for marksman rifle. Our Agrotech Aces rifle, one of the most overpowered SMGs in the game, because its reload speed is insane, and it's perfect for close quarter combat. Agrotech Aces, same thing. It's overpowered in close range, great reload speed. Joker C9, another decent submachine gun. The CBMP is another decent one. The difference with this one, it doesn't have a high fire rate, but what it lacks in fire rate, it makes up for accuracy and damage. They also have another version of this called the Arrow, and it has a modded, it already has a slotted silencer onto it. One of the most overpowered, another one most overpowered SMGs is the Whisper. A lot of people use the Whisper. It's basically an Oka, just with a silencer on it. That's why they call it the Whisper, I guess. PW, really insane. It's got a lot of kick to it, but if you can control that, you're good. The PMG is another slow fire rate, but it's grain damage. The M1922 is basically your Tommy gun on here. Just gave it another name. It's got hell of a kick to it, but again, if you can control that, you're golden. The VSC2, another overpowered submachine gun in close quarters. There's all the shotguns. I'm not really a shotgun person, but then you go into your snipers. My favorite has to be the DMR, because that way you don't have that pullback action after you shoot. But the difference is the NHVR has better damage than the Agrotech. The Agrotech has a high fire rate while the NHVR doesn't. What else we got here? Then the PSR. PSR is another good sniper. The only thing though is it's basically a reskin of the NHVR, but it's still okay. Okay, that covers weapons, vehicles, mods. That covers everything for her. Okay, this guy has a few more Joker themed outfits you could buy with. He also has a few custom vehicles. Best one in here, of course, is the expensive one, the Air Mech Bomber. It's an SUV, really cool looking. I don't have it yet, but I have seen someone that has it, and that's all he really has. Okay, next part here. Let's see. So we're gonna go to the bottom here. Now these orange terminals are where you change anything that you don't like the look of with your character. This is to change anything on your character, whether it be your body, your hair style, your face features, your eyes, skin, makeup, tattoos. And then where it says pending changes, it'll give you the price amount for the changes you want to make, and that's the amount you have to pay with your money in order to make the changes.
shoes. Look at my shoes.
Alright, time to go up top. Now, on the second floor, this is your marketplace. Basically, put up anything that you think is worth money in here, like modifications, vehicles, clothing, etc., etc.
My
Bro,
man,
I look better than all y'all put together.
Take your shirt off, dude. Let's see a
Hell no,
tattoo.
nigga. You look like a retarded
Clothing,
Nico Bellic.
kiosk, you just go in here, buy clothes, or change up the outfits that you have. I have 4 different outfits right now, and you can have a total of up to 5 different outfit slots, but you don't get the other 2 until you get up to the contacts that I have, because they're the ones that give you the other 2 outfit slots as a reward. The third one, like I said, comes from the tutorial. This one's my tiptoe outfit. It's purely themed from the tiptoe contact. This one is my most favorite of my outfits because it's based off of my character name and off of my, well, all around it's based off of my most favorite anime character. And I made my character kind of look like them, so this one's my trans girl outfit. I'm not going to get into detail of what that's about because it's purely personal, but yeah, I like wearing that one sometimes. I mostly wear these 3. This one it's sometimes. But say we go into here, you could choose add item. They got accessories, but the accessories are from the marketplace. You gotta buy some of these to get all the same thing with equipment and other armor, like the pads and vests. Same thing. You gotta get them from the marketplace. Well, not the social marketplace, but our Maz. Belts. A lot, almost all of the clothing is unlocked through contacts. Some of them, some of the really good clothing on the criminal side, because that's all I play on, unlocks through the high level contacts, like the kingpins and the tiptoe outfit I have. Some of the clothes on that were unlocked through when I maxed her at level 20. All the progress I made, it's been made throughout all this summer. I've been playing day after day this whole summer trying to get where I'm at, and I'm happy with the progress I made. This game is like other games. It's really fun, but also can be really stressful depending on your play style and how you think of it. And they also allow you to have a certain amount of different pieces of clothing. So basically, you have a certain amount of clothing inventory space, and they also give you that as a reward through your tutorial or through some contacts, a higher level. And the more clothing inventory you have, of course, meaning the more clothing you can store. And there we go for that.
My pants and my shoes.
Nobody wants to buy a bitch.
I won't buy none of your ugly ass trash.
I see you, Mr. Deadshot. Okay, we covered money, we covered notoriety, we covered modifications, vehicles. Almost everything you'd want to get on this game, it's unlocked through contacts. I think there's one last thing I want to cover, and that's the stuff on the marketplace. Let's first go into the Joker store. I mean, into the Joker boxes. Now, you see here, it has the picture of this supposed gun. That is a legendary weapon. All the pictured guns from these mystery boxes are legendary weapons. And they're legendaries purely because of how hard it is to get them from the boxes, and also because each one has their own special preset modifications into them. Like, yeah. No, I don't do that. Like this one right here, this one's called the True Ogre. It's a legendary shotgun. Its special mod, it really means it has a dual drum magazine, basically for more stored ammo in the clip. This one's just a random 6-shooter. I don't know much about this one. This one's another legendary sniper. Then there's a sitting duck. It's basically a tagger, but it instead gives a sitting duck tag instead of a normal one. This one's called the Reaper. It's also got a modded tagger, and it has this Reaper looking skin on it. What else we got here? This one has the Bull Shark. It's a 4-round burst. This one is the Cat 40. It can minorly shoot their walls. This one's called the Entech Ursus. It's a special mod, gives it extreme amount of accuracy at long ranges. This one I don't really know about, but this next one is a legendary RPG. It's called the Volcano. It shoots 2 rockets, then you reload. It's got less damage than the Osmo, but is consistent. This next one is called the Temptress, I think. It's one of the best marksman rifles. This one's a another legendary shotgun. Don't know too much about it. This one is called the Condor, very powerful assault rifle. Its special mod has a silencer that keeps you off the radar from everyone. This next one's the Medusa, one of the most powered LMGs. I don't know what special mod does, and this next one's the Yukon, one of the most powerful secondaries. It has a switch between 3-round burst and auto fire.
Fucking legendary nerd on the game.
Look, if y'all gonna be
The
fucking rude,
biggest
y'all can
nerd
suck
on
my
this
dick and choke on it,
game.
dead ass. I don't need this. I'm
I'm not
trying to make a
rude,
fucking
buddy.
tutorial.
Dead ass, I'm a
be in the YouTube
nerd.
video.
I'm trying to make a tutorial, y'all gotta be fucking immature, thank you.
No, I just want to be in the video, buddy.
What's
famous
your YouTube
I just want to be in the video. Let me be famous with you.
Subscribe and like my video.
Hey, subscribe to Thick and Sneezy. He's going to the criminal page so we can't go. Oh man, but I want to be a part of the tutorial.
Oh god damn it.
I'm gonna chase this bitch out.
Yo, I ain't fucking fly enough for that shit. I feel like a bomb.
Hey, I got a question. What's your YouTube channel?
If you're gonna ask sub for sub, I don't do that. I'm sorry.
I don't have a YouTube channel, dude. I just want to know your YouTube channel.
It's Harley Quinn for the win. Space
Word.
between Harley and Quinn. And
Dude,
it's,
I did watch your video.
don't write out for the win, it's capital FTW. Got a
Okay.
picture of a suicidal Harley Quinn from the movie.
Dude, I watched your video.
Wait, which one?
One question though. I don't know. I think you were doing something about clues. I don't know. I know I watched a couple of videos like that. But when I was looking up this game. But anyway, what
up?
made you get this character, dude?
Nothing. I actually bought this Diva outfit from the marketplace. It was really expensive, but I saw it, I looked at it, and I thought it was cool. And now that I have it, I'm not giving up for crap, because I'm one of those people that likes to have an item that's one of a kind.
Okay. I'll be right back. Okay.
Do what you gotta do. I'm almost done with this tutorial anyway.
Wait, what tutorial are you doing?
It's a full in-depth guide about the game because I've been keep finding how there's no real way of looking up how to unlock things on this game over the internet, whether it be on YouTube or going to some website.
About his tutorial? Why do I have to be all the way down here?
Are you recording currently, like now?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'm still doing my stream right now.
Wait, you live?
What?
What's your YouTube channel?
I'll be back.
Yeah, exactly, bro. What's your YouTube channel?
Why you guys want to know so bad?
Cause we want to subscribe.
Oh, I got you. If you guys are interested, it's Harley Quinn for the win.
For the win.
You know, don't actually spell it out. It's capital FTW. Got a picture of
Harley Quinn for the win. Hold on,
Yep.
I gotta find my phone.
Are you gonna edit this video, dude?
It's got a picture of suicidal Harley Quinn from the movie on it.
Are you gonna edit this?
I don't have any professional way of editing my streams, so whatever happens, happens.
Your shit is Harley
I feel bad.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
So wait, is Harley Quinn for the win?
Yeah, there's a space between Harley and Quinn.
Alright. Yeah, didn't space it.
I don't care if they dislike Jacob. Fuck them.
Dude.
Someone on my stream commented, "No, they're gonna dislike your video." I'm like, I don't care.
Yo, my God.
I'm not gonna dislike it. I'm liking it right now.
In Chinese.
Look, watch.
This stream, guys, is a full in-depth tutorial for the game, just for anyone who's interested in how to unlock a certain thing. I've covered basically everything there is to know on here.
I'm trying to unlock some Pornhub videos. You know how to do that?
I can't see it.
I mean, not
it won't let me see it.
I know you guys are young, but please keep it decent, okay? Like, don't say nasty stuff like that.
I want to show my shirt in your stream.
PG-13, dude.
Bro, your shit is not
Look at me. Look at me. I'm watching myself move. And I already liked your stream, buddy.
Jeep shirt? Oh shit.
Wait. I already liked it, buddy. I spelled Harley Quinn for the win, but it's not popping up. No, it's FTW, bro. Harley space Quinn FTW. It's still not popping up. I don't know.
Maybe show them. I don't know.
This shit not working, bro.
If you guys are interested in knowing anything about this game, you just rewind on the stream, and you'll get to see what you're looking for. I was actually finishing up on stuff on the Armada's Marketplace, and then that was
Yo,
the
keep
last
streaming. I'm finna go and look at it. Keep streaming.
Oh, back to Marketplace then.
I'm watching it right now.
So, featured, it has it's where you can buy your premium membership, a character name change if you don't like the one you got, an extra character slot so that you can play with different ones. Key to the C pack is not even worth it. And they got these new vehicles. These were just recently added. This one is basically like a Jeep. It's got good durability too. This one's the criminal version, cop version. This one's like a Pioneer, but it's kind of armored. Then there's the cop version, and then they got a starter bundle. They let you have this for 3 days. It gives you a bundle of various weapons. We're gonna go into weapons now. As long as you don't click on any of the categories, you can see some of the weapons that you wouldn't normally see in that category. Like the Hornet. The Hornet's a good one. I have that. It's decent. The Aces R&D3, like I said, that's a really overpowered SMG. These snipers are pretty good. And the PMG versions, they're also really good. And I also have some preset modifications. There's the ISSR Artemis. as far as a friend tells me, it's a decent marksman rifle. Another good shotgun. This one has 3 open mod slots. HVR Diva, basically an HVR with 3 open mod slots. The Norseman guns are the most overpowered weapons in the game because they're like having an LMG, but they're SMGs, and their accuracy is dead on. Their damage is really up there too. The NFAS Diva is with 3 open mod slots. Obea Blow Zero, one of the best semi-autos in the game. The Obeer is another good one. It's 3-round burst marksman. There's the Okas, all the different Oka Whispers. Like they have one with 2 open mod slots and a magazine pull. One of the best ones has to be the PR2. What's up? I don't have a PlayStation camera.
Like with the 5 heads and shit.
Oh. I didn't know that.
They've been talking
like it's not showing the guns and stuff that you're talking. Now it fixed.
Yeah, like.
Well, at least when I talked about them,
my character looking fire. Oh, I accidentally exited the video.
Hold on, I need to stand next to you.
Yo, my character looks fire, dude.
How much people are watching it?
I only got 2 people on it right now.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm the guy with the Jeep shirt.
I'm the second one.
Alright, now let him get back to the tutorial.
I'm actually done. I covered really everything already. It's been already an hour and 27 minutes in.
But hey, can you tell me a good gun to use? Cause all these trash ass guns made me never want to play Balin again.
What are you using
now
currently?
I just sell stuff. What'd you say?
What are you using currently?
I see my dude spinning around. This thing's like...
I literally use, as of right now,
I really hope you
gun I have equipped is a Argratech DMR SD. Shit is ass.
You're using a sniper rifle. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
I use the...
Most people in this game are more into using SMGs and assault rifles over anything else.
I'm into that too.
My God, I'm finna rewind all the way back.
If you want my opinion on a good gun, go for the Star. Yes, it's the starting assault rifle, but it's really good for damage.
Yeah, the Star was good when I used to use it, and then I bought it, but now they won't let me equip it. I think I have to rebuy it.
No, you don't. This
no.
Come here, Rick. Follow me.
The regular Star is permanent. You can always buy one and equip it whenever.
And it's free.
But the ones
and
that
I can
have
also equip
preset mods
for
into
it, right? I think I want to get some mods for it.
The ones that have preset mods for it, you unlock through contacts.
Your stream.
The more you go through with the contacts, the better stuff you unlock.
Your stream is currently late. Like you'll do something and it comes up like a couple seconds after.
It does that.
Yeah, it's always delayed.
It does that.
Alright, so Barry, show me how to get the Star back.
Come here, you gotta come here. You don't have to go into there. You press
Thanks to all who have watched this video as it was playing, and I hope for anyone in future does get to watch this video. If you're interested in anything that you want to know for the game,
but you have to be next to
please smash that like button, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you guys on the next video.
Can I buy some mods?
Rick, follow me. I think this is where you can buy mods from. I think you can buy mods. I don't know.
Wow.